Your 12th house in astrology, the house of secrets, dreams, and intuition. Now the mode is mutable water. Its planetary dignity is Neptune in Pisces, and it's probably my most favorite to dive into. Your 12th house in astrology is known as the house of secrets and dreams and intuition and of the self-undoing. Your 12th house is the final house and therefore represents the end or termination of cycles. It corresponds with the intuitive sign of Pisces, and its planetary ruler is Neptune. This house represents the end point of your spiritual journey and a sort of movement to a higher level of spiritual and personal enlightenment. Additionally, your 12th house is associated with the dissolution of your ego and freedom of or liberation from the constraints and barriers that your ego constructs around itself. Your 12th house is about your transcendence and your spiritual evolution that focuses on your service to others and your connection with the collective consciousness that unites all of us. Your 12th house is considered the unseen realm, and it governs your dreams and secrets and your hidden enemies. What you need to know about your 12th house in astrology. Hi and welcome. I'm Patricia Tate with willowgracemystic.com. So your 12th house, it governs things that you conceal from others and from yourself, either because they're too painful or unbearable to deal with directly. Now, to this end, your 12th house also represents the lies that you tell yourself that lead to your own self-destruction or self-undoing. These can include self-sabotage, self-denial, and the hard truths and difficult realities that you may avoid facing. This is the battle and the challenge that confronts you with your 12th house topics. Your 12th house forces you to withdraw into yourself or to take time out away from others in order to find inspiration and healing for your soul and your emotional wounds. Additionally, your 12th house is associated with hospitals, prisons, institutions, monasteries, rehabilitation facilities, and other places of isolation. It represents your mental health and your sense of inner peace and wholeness. It governs meditation, dreaming, Akashic records, your past lives, yoga, spiritual awakening, psychedelics, or mind-altering substances in general that can include drugs and alcohol. Your 12th house, it involves the world of your subjective experiences, from your dreams and your imagination and beyond. It can indicate something about how in or out of touch you are with reality and your attitude towards the real world. If you have a difficult or poorly aspected 12th house, it can literally signify that you have a lack of objectivity and could possibly have the ability to handle the real world responsibilities and harsh realities that you're exposed to. Now, without support, you may be ill-equipped to deal with reality in inappropriate ways, and you may even consequently resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms and excessive escapism. This can be through drugs or alcohol or other ways of escaping. Now, other topics that are highlighted include missing items, missing people, for example, a sudden disappearance or an estrangement from others. This can be signified by the placements and aspects of your 12th house in your natal chart. This has to do with the physical separation and isolation, but not psychological separation. Emotionally, your 12th house, it stimulates the desire or lack of for a deeper spiritual connection with others. Your 12th house, it relates to your karma. Karma is the result of your actions as well as the actions themselves. These can be both positive and negative. When you behave kindly, karma is the result of good things that happen in the future, this one or in your next life. You can even heal yourself. The path to redemption and personal healing, therefore, may be found through particular forms of service and selfless devotion ascribed to your 12th house. You can look at generational patterns in your family and make choices to heal that area of your life so as not to repeat the pattern for the next generation, which could be your children or your next life. When you heal yourself, you heal your past and future generations that come after you. For example, my mother took specific measures to correct generational patterns and actions so that I will not repeat them, and these came from a great-grandmother, a grandmother, and from her, and so she took the proactive steps So as I will not repeat the patterns of my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and she took the steps to stop that pattern. So let's discuss the planets. Mars in your 12th house, for example, it can indicate that you may be of service to others within environments that contain elements of danger and aggression, such as prisons or branches of the military. You may be a person that possesses amazing courage and passion that allows you to bring healing and charitable services to places that carry a high degree of risk and danger. And this is your contribution in a selfless and courageous way. You may put yourself in harm's way in order to help someone else. For some, this may even extend to a form of self-sacrifice. Your 12th house requires that you dissolve your ego and reduce the boundaries that separate yourself from others. If you have your Mercury in your 12th house, this could indicate a higher connection to the spiritual realm, a way of connecting through your dreams or through lucid dreaming or through dream interpretation. Until now, your ego has strived to differentiate itself and distinguish itself from its environment. Your 12th house therefore represents an awareness and an urge to reunite and reconnect with the universe in which we are all part of. It's a recognition that you are part of, but you want to be part of the larger whole, and your material existence and sense of self is but an illusion. Your 12th house also concerns an exit from your materialistic concerns to an interest in something deeper, something higher, something spiritually profound. It represents a desire to connect with divine energy, to connect with spirit and universal love that is of a higher vibration. Now, this is on a more personal level of a more personal form of love that's not represented by the planet Venus. Now, all the while, your 12th house is also concerned with a lot of things that are hidden from your knowledge and awareness that is both good and bad. It is associated with esoteric knowledge and wisdom from which those awakened and enlightened souls can access. Now, this house can also represent your negative things that are hidden, such as your weaknesses, your hidden enemies, your private affairs. Your 12th house is somewhat obscure and can be ambiguous, dark, and mysterious. It's associated with illusion and deception of all things of which you cannot fully grasp or quantify. I believe your 12th house is the most mystical and magical of them all. So I hope that you learned something new. I would love to hear about your thoughts in the comments below. So to learn more, please like and subscribe.